It's been a pleasure working with you over the years. I thank you not only for your friendship and mentoring as a teacher, but also for sharing your children, Sean and Megan, with me. They were always a delight in my classroom, and I think of your entire family with lots of fond memories. Best wishes.
Gentlemen, congratulations on your retirement. We wish you many happy years ahead. We understand collectively you've got 130-some years of teaching behind you. We thought you might get a charge out of the fact that collectively we need about 126 more years before we can all retire. So we'll be here. Come back and see us.
Congratulations to you all. This is for you, Paul. I want to thank you for all your support in creative budgeting during my first year of teaching. And also, I believe you hold the district record on the shortest department meetings. And from the bottom of my heart, I thank you.
Yes, besides congratulating you guys, I'd also like to say I'm sorry. I'd like to apologize for taking up all the locker room space over the last 3 years. I know I was in your way quite a bit. But of course, I'm happy about that also, because this means that bathroom is now mine and only mine. Okay, so till we get a bigger one, that is mine. So congratulations. And also to Paul, I'd like to say, Bo Sox, bumper guards.
One of the biggest ones is to have a good sense of humor. Don't take yourself too seriously. Be well prepared. Be fair but firm. Try to be the same every day. Don't bounce up and down. But I think by and large is have a good time. I've been teaching 42 years. I still enjoy coming into the building. I still enjoy my job, and that in itself is kind of a miracle, that you can do something that you really like and enjoy and still continue to do it. The reason I'm retiring has nothing to do with the school or the students or anything. It's just me. I've been working since I was 14. I'm going to be 64 shortly. 50 years is enough. I want to do some other things with my life.
"40 years, that's really something. You're one of those Iron Men, I guess. The remarkable thing that I remember, though, is I was here 20 years, and I never heard a kid or parents say anything negative about you. Always positive remarks. You're all right, Marshall, even though you didn't marry one of those. But just think, in a couple of weeks, you'll be soaring like the eagle you are above those White House turkeys and their ilk. Aaron, go bragh."
That's right. Okay. All right. Well, the science department has reconvened with all kinds of legends of the science department here to wish Paul a wonderful retirement. He deserves that retirement. We have lots of wonderful collected memories that there's probably, with Paul, there must be 2 centuries here, I'm betting. We love you, Paul. We wish you well into retirement. And I've said my piece, and we'll have other people say their piece.
Oh, Mr. Kelly, we're so proud of you. I can't tell you how proud we are, but I certainly hope that you're going to have as much fun as I'm having now. Because as we look back over the years when there was no wall and we were shouting back and forth at each other, it was great times, Paul. And the thousands of kids that you have taught how to incorrectly pronounce amoebas and paramecias, I'm sure are never going to forget you. I know that my 4 kids have never forgotten you. They still talk about it. And probably the kids who hoped that they were going to have a snow day and your weather forecast became wrong, they're going to remember you too. But in all seriousness, Paul, it's been great teaching with you, and I certainly hope that you have as much wonderful time, you and Anita, as Laura and I are having now. Good luck to you, buddy.
Hi, Paul. Nancy Hart. 30 years ago, I met you in the hallway of the junior high school, and Sean was a baby in arms. I just wonder who you are going to drive insane with your puns, because you used to render me furious and speechless. Best of luck. Have a wonderful retirement. Keep very busy. Carl.
Hey, Paul, how you doing? Good luck. Hope you enjoy your retirement. We'll be sad to see you go here, but I just wanted to remind you before you leave, let me get my list out here. Could you please return the sponge slides, the Life on Earth videos, part 1, 2, 3, 4 to infinity. Don't forget those muscle slide samples also, and of course my favorite, the reptile and amphibian video. There is one other on here, but we'll have to save that for later. Here's buddy behind me.
Hey, Darby, how you doing? I plan on seeing you for a good long time, Paul, so don't go hiding out on me any place. We've been friends for came here in 1973, and you're stuck with me as a friend for life. I do wish you the best of retirement. I know you're going to have it. One of the strongest things I have to remember about you during the years I taught was anytime I came into that faculty, in between classes, if I had some kind of problem, there was Kelly either doing a parody, an imitation, some crazy thing, and I want to thank you for 23 years of that. Best of luck, Darb.
Paul, even though I didn't have the privilege of teaching with you, I got to know you and heard a lot of good things about you. And I wish you and your wife many happy moments in your retirement. And hopefully I'll be there pretty soon. Be out in the rivers fishing. You got to take it up. It's a lot of fun. It's made me what I am today.
So, Paul, from all the science department folks, happy retirement.
Happy retirement, Paul. Good luck, Paul.
Paul, you've made science come alive for my daughters. That I can never thank you enough for. One of them might even take up forensic science thanks to you. You've done a wonderful job. Your retirement is well deserved. Thank you, and I'll miss you.
The HK High School English Department would like to recite a poem for Paul Kelly. Paul Kelly is not just a guy who knows something about science. He knows a lot about a lot of different things, and he has memorized a number of poems over the years. One of them was by William Wordsworth called I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud. So some of the senior members of the English department are here today to recite that poem for you, Paul. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze.
As the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance.
The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a merry company. But I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought.
When on my couch I lie in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon the inward eye, which is the source of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills to dance among the daffodils. That's it.
Paul, I especially wanted to thank you for all the times I'd come in on Monday morning and you'd give me a sign of the cross over my head when you knew I'd missed Mass on Sunday. I really appreciated all that. And I will miss you for that.
You're right next door to me. I'm going to miss your hola in the morning and other creative words you have managed to come in and share with the kids. You probably be better at foreign language than you think. You create your own language. Thank you for being supportive of me also. We're all on the same roller coaster, you reminded me, and I'm thankful you're there when I'm on the down.
Go out the door the last time, I'll hold on real tightly. Yeah, I know, Wing Commander, you're going to fly out of there. You're the only person I know around here who can set up a perfect vacuum. Fingerprints all over the door. But anyway, you were a good team leader. Enjoyed working with you. And for
all the people that I've taught with over the past 25 years, I can say that I've learned maybe the most from Paul Kelly. I thought that I had a pretty good vocabulary to start with, but over the years, Paul has helped me expand it. For example, look at this word that's about to appear on the screen, bumpagods. Took me 2 years of unraveling his Boston accent to figure out that he was talking about Red Sox bumper stickers. Bo Sox bumpagods. I thought it was some religious term at first. And how about this verb that's about to appear, confiscate? I didn't know that this was a verb that administrators used to seize water pistols until you told me. And how about this one, El Bombay? I didn't know that this was the real name of that city in India until you squared me away. It occurred to me that after 40 years of teaching that That's almost as long as your principal has been alive. That's a long time. Also, I remember one time Ray Schreck told me that you were the only teacher when you taught in the high school that he had never heard a kid complain about. I think that's quite a tribute to you as a teacher, your ability to still keep rigorous academic standards and still be well-liked by your students. In closing, I just want to say that over the years, Marshall, I thought you've been a great teacher, great guy, terrific father and husband. I've also noticed and want to pay tribute to you for demonstrating a capacity for change when that was necessary. And you know that I have enormous respect for you for that. Have a great retirement and enjoy yourself. You deserve the best.
Kids. I'm going to miss the kids.
So like to wish you the very best, Ray. Got to know you just a little bit my first year when I was invading your classroom. I'm going to miss the limericks, and I will always feel indebted to you for the period you covered for me that I have not paid you back for. However, I truly appreciate it, and it was well worth it. If you ever want to learn the salsa, because I earned a gold, I will be glad to teach it to you.
I'm going to miss you for all of your kind words and your gentle manners and the great big smiles you'd always give me and the handshakes in the hall when we'd pass by each other and say hello.
Repeat after me. Y'all come back now, you hear? Now, when you get that right, you'll be ready to go down south. Make a limerick out of it, haiku, whatever. But you've got to learn to say y'all correct, okay?
Willis was the first teacher at HK that I ever met here 25 years ago. At that time, I was assigned to teach one 8th grade class, one 8th grade English class, and Russ Oliver gave me Ray's phone number. I called him, and I think he was living up in Cromwell at the time. Ray, I've never forgotten how gracious and generous you were in having me over and giving me a hand. Give me some tips about how to teach that 8th grade English class. I appreciate that. You're one of those steady teachers who never calls a lot of attention to himself. You do a great job behind the scenes. I know this firsthand, as 2 of my own children had you for middle school English and learned a lot from your class. I appreciate you taking the time to engage my son in conversation in the hallways. You remain one of his favorite teachers. Also, I just think it's amazing, Ray, that after all these years, 30-something years you've been away from the Coast Guard, that you are still able to fit into your Coast Guard uniform from 30 years ago and wear it on every Memorial Day. Not many people can say that. Have a great retirement. You deserve it.
We don't know where to start. Jogging at 6 o'clock in the morning, you know, instead of after school. Having breakfast and not having to rush. I enjoy writing. I'd like to find a job on a small town newspaper, doing some editing or some writing. There's a community college in the town I'm moving. I could teach a course. I could substitute. I might even drive a Napa truck. But it's exciting.
I've enjoyed working with you. You have helped my daughters tremendously. I will never forget that. They think of you often. You are a favorite to talk around the dinner table. And know that you are not forgotten. Your name keeps getting brought up by my oldest daughter, Caitlin, even after she's left HK. Thank you for everything. Enjoy your retirement. I will miss you.
Charlie Farrow. Well, some people who think about retiring wonder what they're going to do with all that extra spare time. I'm sure that that has never occurred to a guy who has as many interests and talents as Charlie Farrow does. Besides being a teacher, he runs an art gallery in East Haddam. He has been trained as a chef at the Du Village in Chester. He's a journalist who continues to write and publish articles in local newspapers. He's an EMT in East Haddam. He's president of the East Haddam Historical Society, and he continues to be the recording secretary for his graduating class at Wesleyan University. It's a wonder he had time for teaching. But to me, besides all his various interests and talents, the most distinguishing quality I think of when I think of Charlie Farrow is his kindness and compassion for other people. I know of several instances where Charlie went way beyond what would normally be expected of a friend to lend a helping hand to a colleague. That's quite a legacy to leave behind, and Charlie, I wish you the best in your retirement.
Charlie, I am truly going to miss your sensitive, gentle, gentlemanly nature, and you always, always lift me up.
Charlie, I can remember my first week here at HK, and you came down to the TV studio and introduced yourself to me. It made me feel so welcome. And for you, I wish you happiness deep down inside, serenity with each sunrise, and appreciation for all the wonderful things you do and have done for me.
Charlie, enjoy your retirement. It's well-deserved. Have fun. Take some time with your books, your art, your farm, and think of us every once in a while. We'll miss you.
Well, guys, I guess it's time to say goodbye to you guys, or so long, whatever they say. Charlie, it's been fun working with you this year. I hope you have fun paddling your kayak around, and we hope to see you in Barbados next summer, maybe. Hint, hint.
Okay, well, my replacement should like kids, should like working with kids, should like 7th and 8th graders, should be willing to correct lots of papers, should be willing to work with community resources and talk to people in town, and just sort of go with each day and try to have a good time, try to teach some things, and have a sense of humor.
Okay. Oh, okay. Hi, Coach Talbott. This is Allie. I just want to thank you very much for 3 very fun years. Your patience is greatly appreciated with Nar and I, or Jen and I, or any of us being stupid. We had a lot of fun, so thank you.
I would just like to thank you for being an awesome coach, and I'll always remember the years of softball. And yeah, thanks.
All right, this is the woman speaking, so I was just going to say thanks for 3 great years, and you're really cool, and thanks a lot. And here's Candace.
Thank you for my first year. It was great. Anybody else?
Good luck in the future. You'll have fun with whatever you do.
Coach.
Thank you.
And Jeffrey, I wanted to share with you a little story that I never told you before. Many people probably don't know that we were office mates for a long time. And I'll never forget the time when you'd come into the room and you'd say to me, "Oh, good morning, Swan." And I'd say, "Hi, Jeff." And you'd say, "Guess what? School's canceled today due to lack of interest." And that used to just crack me up. I always loved that. But especially on one occasion, I remember one Christmas vacation when you told me that you were going to be in the building during the week. And I wanted to make sure that my plants were taken care of. I was so worried about this little geranium that I was taking care of, that I was nurturing. So I gave him a little watering can, and I said, "Jeff, would you please water my plants for the week while we're gone?" And you said, "Sure, no problem. No problem at all." So I remember I came back in after vacation, First thing you said to me was, "So Ann, your plants are all set, they're all taken care of." I'm like, yay, I'm so happy. Walked into my office, and there was my geranium, dead as a doorknob. And I'm looking, I'm thinking, wow, I can't believe this. He said everything was okay. And sure enough, I looked in the corner, and there was my artificial plant just floating in a puddle of water. I'll never forget that. I thought, what a jock. I can't believe this. He's watering fake plants, and he's really proud of it. So at any rate, I never told you that story because I never wanted to embarrass you, but now everybody knows it. And I just wanted to share a really good laugh with you because you've certainly made me laugh over the years, and I really have appreciated your professionalism and your friendship. So take care, enjoy, happy retirement. Bye-bye.
Winston Churchill once said, "We make a living by what we get, we make a life by what we give." You've given every one of us here so much of yourself, and I've prided myself getting to know you. I wish you well.
I've been a colleague of Jeff Talbott's here at HK for 20 years. He came here from Hale Ray in 1981. I remember that he arrived with Pam Brockway and Frank Slavinsky that year. In fact, one of my favorite Sliv stories involves how he convinced Jeff that he had won the lotto one time, and Jeff got so excited that he spent the better part of a weekend figuring out how Sliv could invest the money when he found out on Monday that he was just kidding you. That was good payback for all the other practical jokes he pulled on people over the years. Throughout the 80s and the early 90s, I did a lot of coaching here at HK when you were athletic director. I always felt that I worked with you, not for you. I thought that was your style, and I thought you did a great job managing 23 sports in 2 facilities, way more than any other athletic director in the Shoreline. When I think of Jeff Talbott, I'm reminded of the enormous role that chance sometimes plays in our lives. Were it not for a motorcycle accident that severely injured his throwing arm back in the mid-60s after he had signed the contract with the Minnesota Twins, we probably wouldn't be here tonight attending a teacher's retirement. This guy had all the tools to be a major league player until that accident occurred. I hope you're able to look with pride at the years that you served here at HK as athletic director. You did a great job, and I'm sure we'll be out golfing pretty soon and have a great retirement.
Jeff, I didn't see those numbers. I thought you were going to wear them, have a countdown. Enjoy, have a good life, and come visit us. We'll miss you.
I'd like to take this opportunity to say goodbye to 4 wonderful gentlemen that I've had the opportunity to work with. As a building administrator, both now at the middle school and previously at the high school, I've had the privilege of working with Jeff and then Paul, Charlie, and Ray. And I have the honor of finishing out the tape by telling you all how wonderful it's been working with you, how very, very much you'll be missed by staff and students and families in both buildings, and to let you reflect on what a great impact you've had on the lives of so many children, many of who have parents that have been in your classes and have come back to wish you well. So on behalf of all the folks here and also abroad, outside of the community, I'd like to wish you a long, healthy, productive retirement. We'll miss you very much. Good night.